So I just read this book, The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. It's amazing. I never made a video talking about a book before, because I was like, it's gonna be boring talking about a book, and if it's boring, you can totally stop watching. I'll give you some time. Okay, time's up. So I guess you're gonna continue. Okay, here goes. So, what was I doing? Oh, so I was on YouTube just watching some videos, and I always watch the Team Twilighter videos. Usually Ashley's ones, because I don't know, I like hers. So I usually watch her videos. So in one of her recent ones, she was talking about what book she's currently reading, and it was The Hunger Games. And before that, I never really heard of it, even though I guess a lot of people have. So I was at the mall, and I went to Borders, and there was like a lot of it. There's a lot of these like on the shelf, like The Hunger Games. They're gonna have a book club talk about it or something on May 7th. I don't know, that's irrelevant. So my mom and my sister went to go watch 17 again, but I already saw it and I loved it, but I don't want to see it again right now because it's too soon. I don't want to like see it and see it because yeah. So I was like, you go watch a movie and I'll just sit here and read this book that I just picked up that just fell on my table. So I just stayed in Borders and read while they went to the movies. And in doing so, I completely fell in love with this story. And then my mom texted me, I was like, hey, it's time to go, let's go. And I was like, wait. So little did I know, we're going to another mall. And so there's Barnes & Noble at that mall. So I walked and I went inside and I found this here book. And so I got it. And then once I got in the car, it was reading time, and I was like just busting through. Mom was like, wow, you're reading that far? I was like, yeah, I am. So what was this? It was Saturday night, so I was reading, and then the next thing I know, I look at my clock, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, and I was like, oh crap, I have to wake up for church in like 4 hours. So I was forced to stop reading, but I didn't stop until later on, until I was like, okay, I can stop now, maybe. I didn't really want to, but I did. And then, once I woke up in the morning, I got dressed, and then I sat on my bed, and I was reading my book. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so good, it's so good. What's gonna happen? And then, we got to church, and I couldn't read it, because I had church, and you can't just be like, reading books in church, you have to listen to the message. So, after church, once I got in the car, it was reading time, and I was like, over here, I had like this much left, I think. And my mom was like, wow, you're almost done. Why do you ever buy books if you're gonna read it and finish it in less than 24 hours? I was like, because look at that, this is so awesome. So anyways, I just read it, and before I knew it, I was done. And I was done, and I reached end of book 1. That means this was the first book. And then I was finished, I was like, what, that's the end of the book? Great. And you know when the next one comes out? The next one comes out September 1st. September 1st. Gonna make me wait almost 5 months until the next one comes out. I'm like, I don't want to wait that long. I want it now. Oh yeah, and it's called Catching Fire. Yeah, sounds cool, yeah, I know. So, I recommend you guys to go get this book. You don't have to buy it, even though it'd be good because then, you know, the profits go along and then she gets more money to help her funding for her other great books that are coming. But you can go to the library, borrow it from a friend if your friend likes to read and has this book, or just go into a bookstore and just read it there. That's what I did. I read like 94 pages in Borders, and then I finished the rest. But yeah, so just go get this book, The Hunger Games. It's so good, and you might not like it because I guess people have different opinions, so not everybody likes the same thing, and it's not like everybody thinks like me and will like things that I like, but I liked it, so yes. And there's nothing really left to say, at least about this. If you don't already know what The Hunger Games is about, I suggest you go look it up, because for me to explain what this was about would take quite long. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let you live in suspense. The Hunger Games.